Welcome to my Picsart design. This is the image design that we are going to do today. And I call this design the Hit That Record Button Wallpaper. This is a retro look back to the days of VHS, VCR, camcorder days where you had an outline box and the letters REC showing that you were recording. I made this into a wallpaper for your phone. And with that said, let's get started. I know life is complicated enough. That's why I keep it simple. I am the one RJ1. Welcome to my channel. Okay, as always, before we start, please watch the entire video before attempting this design. That's good advice for any tutorial because it's always a good idea to know the entire process before starting so that you will know what problems or obstacles you may be facing, if any. With that said, let's get started. Let's open up the Picsart app. Here, open up the Picsart app. And we're going to go down to the bottom, tap the plus symbol. Go up to where it says all photos. Go up to where it says recent, tap that. Now go down to this folder right here. Hit that record button folder. I always create a folder and place everything in that folder I am going to need for the current project I'm working on. And we have to start with a base. You will always need a base or foundation to start with the bigger project. In the case of picture design, the shape is going to be the key so that you will know how to make your design fit. Alright, let's go to color backgrounds. You have to go back out, top left arrow, go down to the bottom, color backgrounds. Just choose either one of these. I'm going to choose this yellow here. I want to go to tools and I want to open up crop. Now as you look down the bottom, you will see different shapes down the bottom, such as if you want to do a portrait or design a thumbnail for YouTube. Now in this case, we want to create a phone wallpaper, and that shape is not here because the phone wallpaper has to fit specifically for your phone. If you do not have a base that is here for you to start with, you will have to create your own. Phones come in different sizes and shapes. You will have to create a phone wallpaper based framework from a screenshot of your phone. Place that screenshot in your folder. I have created a screenshot design of my phone because I'm going to use it in several designs in the future. I will save and use this so I will not have to create another in the future. So let's go down to the bottom and go back out. Cancel, let's discard this. Go back out, go back to the top. Go to all photos, tap recent, go down to that folder that I'm working from. That's the reason why you create a folder, because it makes everything nice and simple, because you have everything in that folder that you need and you don't have to go through the thousands of pictures that you may have in your phone. Everything will be within that folder. That's why it's important to create that folder. Alright, with that said, this shot right here is a special screenshot template that I created for my phone. So every time I decide to make a phone wallpaper for my phone, I will use this as a base. Now the base is going to create a framework for you to build upon. In order for you to understand that, as I said before, watch the entire video and then go back and create your design after seeing how the whole process works. Now this is a base foundation that I'm going to build upon. And what I want to do is go down to the bottom where it says add photo. Go back up to recent. Go back to that same folder. What I want to do now, since I have my base or my framework, I want to choose the background, which I'm going to choose this right here and tap add. Now pinch the screen down so you can see the entire foundation framework. Now stretch this image across. As you can see, it doesn't quite fit. Just keep pulling it out, stretching it until you get the area that you want. Now as you can see, my base framework stays in the exact same shape as my phone wallpaper. That is the reason why you want to create a screenshot, because your wallpaper is specifically to the shape of your phone. Alright, with that said, place this here, go to the top right, tap the check mark. Now we have our background. Now what I want to do now is go back down to add photo. Oh, wait a minute. Now I could cut this out, but I do want to show that I make mistakes. Go back. This is the background. Now I'm not going to cut this out because I wanted you to see that I forgot something. I want to create a blur of this background image. So what I want to do is go down to effects, go down here and find blur, tap the very first one, tap it again to bring up the adjustment tools, and where it says blur, I want to take this back down to 15, because back down to 10 I meant, because I want you to see that sometimes I want you to see the background, kind of tell what it is. Sometimes you can have too much of a blur. You want to be able to tell what it is in the background, but you want it to be sort of off just slightly so that you can understand that that is the background. Tap it again, go up to the top, tap the right check mark. Now the background is slightly blurred. I want to go down to tap add photo, go up to recent, go back to that very same photo. Now what I want to do is add the PNG cutout image. This is a pre-cut image of you with the background removed so that it can be used in several types of projects such as this one. I want to type add. As you can see, this is an image of me. The background has been cut out. Now with this PNG cutout image, I can place this over any background that I choose. Now with this image in the foreground, and as you see my background is slightly blurred, it gives it a sort of 3D effect on the screen. Now what I want to do is go down to the bottom and tap effects, because I want to make adjustments to the PNG cutout. So I tap effects. I want to go over to colors. Now I want to go over to where you see it says saturation. Tap saturation. Tap it again to bring up the adjustment tool. I want to take that 70 back down to 40. The purpose of this is to take some of the color out to give it that retro look. Go up to the top, tap the check mark. I'm satisfied with that. If you're not satisfied with it, go back and make adjustments to it. But I'm satisfied with that image. So go up to the top right, tap check mark. Okay, now I have my background image, I have my PNG image. Now what I want to do is create the framework that you see that I wanted to talk about, where it looks like that recording. So what I want to do is go down to where you see it says draw, and tap the paintbrush where it says draw. Now select color. I want to make that completely white. Tap the check mark. Now pinch the screen down using 2 fingers so I can see the entire area. Now what I want to do is create an inside frame here. What I'll do is I'll go over to where it says add a shape. Now it's already at the size and thickness that I want. I want to take it to the full thickness and full opacity because I do not want to be able to see through it. Now I want to tap the square. Leave it on stroke. Fill fills it in. Stroke creates an outline. I want to create an outline, so I tap OK. Now what I want to do is start the top left corner and come inside slightly and start me a square line. that square line is a little too high, so I will make adjustments by touching the little white dots in the corner. Now go to the bottom right corner and stretch it across the screen like I want to. And when I find that I have it in the area that I want, I will let it go. Tap the right check mark at the top of the screen. Now I'm done with that. Now what I need to do is go down to text. Tap text. Capital REC for record. Go up to the top right, tap the check mark. Now I know this is not in the type of font that I want. So what I will do is go down to the bottom of the screen and move it over till I find the one that I want. And this is the one. Don't start me to line about how to pronounce that, but I'm guessing it's Helvetica Condensed. That is the type of font that I want because it looks like that old school recording. So I'm going to place it in the corner where I want it to be. I'm satisfied with that. Go up to the top right, tap the check mark. Now what I want to do is create that little red dot. There's one of two ways of doing this. You could go to text, and you could just tap the period and just find it, but what I'm going to do is discard that, go up to the top left, tap that X. What I want to do is go back to draw. Tap draw, tap the paintbrush, go to the color select and choose red. Tap the check mark. Now what I want to do is go over to where it says add shape. This time I'm going to tap fill, and I'm going to go up here and tap a circle and tap OK. Now what I'm going to do is go up here right beside the letter C and kind of draw the circle shape that I want. And if you don't get it exactly the way you want to, just go back and redo it. Leave that there. Now that's that little red button that indicates that it is being recorded. I'm satisfied with that shape. Tap the check mark. Now, I could say that I'm finished with it right here, but what I want to do is go down to effects and put a filter on it. So I'm going back over to where it says portrait and tap HDR. Now I like the effect on that, so what I'm going to do is go up to the top right of the screen, tap check mark. I'm satisfied with that. So what I want to do is go up to the top of the screen, the right arrow, tap that, go down to where it says save, tap save, and I tap save again. Do not upload this to any program until you go back, go through your gallery, look at it a few times, make sure that's what you want, and then you upload. Because sometimes you don't see the mistakes right away. You have to look at it for 1 or 2 days, and then you'll say, well, I want to redo that image. But for right now, I'm satisfied with it. I will tap done, and I will go out, go back out, and let's go over to my gallery. Tap gallery, and what I want to do is go to my folder that says Picsart. Now I know there are several Picsart folders in here, but this is the main Picsart folder. Tap that. Now there's the image that I created. Now I'm going to go up to this top right where the 3 dots are. Where it says more options. Tap that. Then tap set as wallpaper. Tap home screen. And it gives me a good idea of what it's going to look like. Okay, I like that. Set on home screen. Go back out. And there we are. The hit that record button wallpaper. Very simple, very easy to do. Now that you've seen the entire video, all you have to do is go back to the beginning. I started at the beginning, and now you can start creating your design after you finish watching the entire video. Now, with all of my designs, what I would like for you to do is just enjoy yourself, have fun, and create. Good luck. And please like, share, and subscribe. I'm hoping that this video helped you and hopefully everyone else that needs to see this. Here's my QR code, quick response code. Screenshot or take a picture, save it, use it, and or share it to get directly to my YouTube page. And last but certainly not least, thanks for watching.